Hey everybody, this is Robbie and welcome back to Neural Network November. And today we're going to be taking a look at Inspirobot. Except this time we're entering and staying in mindfulness mode, which is completely different to just generating inspirational quotes. It's doing, like, the quotes there are completely different. So without further ado on that front, let's begin. And if you like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified about my latest videos. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment about what you think of Inspirobot, and be sure to share this video on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Let's begin.
Ignore the fact that your lungs are energized by your body.
What? Don't people do that all the time? That's nothing new.
Older is as older does.
Oh, okay.
Waiters are not mediocre.
Waiter defense! Yeah!
Breathe in
Okay.
and out.
Why was there such a long pause between that? Maybe I was supposed to follow that?
Thought is the only logical conclusion to the hyperdimensionality of emptiness.
What? Hyperdimensionality of emptiness. The hell?
We cannot become better by burning others. We can only become better by strangling ourselves individually.
Neither of those are gonna help anything! Why are we strangling ourselves?
The experience of being single can be a lot similar to being stalker.
I don't want it to be! I don't think anyone wants to be a stalker. What?
Feel the connection between your left hemisphere and the self.
What if the connection's between my right hemisphere?
Let yourself be guided by the wise old wisdom. Speak honestly about hate. Terminate nature.
Ah yes! That old wisdom. Terminate nature. In front of a forest
Keep your eyes
photograph.
closed while thinking about how if you want the death you have to deal with the virus.
I don't... What? How is that inspiring at all?
Search for fools not to hurt someone.
That was just random gibberish.
In ancient China, a wise, old explorer once approached an unmarried virgin and asked her, "How come you are so praised, you who were such an unmarried virgin?" "Why, that is because I always remember that, respected is a student who shares his blood, for he also shares his chi," replied the virgin. The explorer had never before heard such words this well articulated, and took it to his heart and brought it with him for the rest of his life, and a couple of years later, he died under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, that's... How the fuck is that inspiring? I thought it was gonna be like, and a few years later,
Keep
he
your eyes
found
closed while
someone.
thinking about how the big difference between smoke and the truth is that the truth wants you back.
What? Anyway, the last one... How is that inspiring? Just take these words to heart and you'll mysteriously die.
Music makes you sacrifice what any decent human being would see as unsacrificable.
Wait, what?
Focus on how your muscles are energized by the vacuum of space.
Isn't everything technically energized by the vacuum of space? Earth wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
Keep your eyes closed.
No? Unless that allows the
You
wisdom
cannot
to...
have a harbor without loneliness.
Okay. What?
Keep your eyes shut.
Jeez. No, I'm not keeping them shut. I need to read these. Even though you
To achieve the right state, contemplate these words of wisdom.
Okay.
Spreading warnings beats spreading risks.
I guess it's like warning others is better than doing nothing?
I bet you are the kind of lover who makes their partner keep reaching for that rainbow.
What does that even mean? What? Do I keep pleasure out of reach? I don't think that's... What?
Why don't you go on a diet?
Well, fuck you too, then. And buddy, just calling me fat?
Pay attention to how your butt cheeks are connecting to your gonad.
What? Oh, what is this image?
Remember the ancient Chinese saying, "Pure is he that enslaveth his daughter," and know that no respectable person yet loved his own soul, and still appreciated and lived to tell about it.
How about we don't enslave our own children, okay?
Inhale. And exhale.
There we go, we did the thing, yay! What madness are you gonna tell me next after this actual
Keep your
inspirational
eyes
thing?
closed.
You know what, fine, I'm gonna close my eyes.
You can incite opportunity by ignoring people.
What? That's... Okay, nope, I am opening my eyes for that. So, no social interaction, only opportunity.
You cannot and must not allow molecules to jeopardize your productiveness.
That's doubling down on the previous tip. Oh,
Civilization can be a one-way stroll.
we couldn't find that photo to go with this inspirational quote. Sorry, buddy.
Keep in mind that all you need to not fall asleep is gold mine.
So I'm just never gonna get... So if you want the gold, you gotta get the insomnia.
Meditate on this insight. Lusts make you sick.
Not all of them do, right? What the hell?
A believer is a smuggler with a dream. So are you.
Why was that with menacing music? Isn't this supposed to be inspirational?
Keep breathing.
I'm kind of... Okay, this is unnerving. Can we go to it?
Notice the sensation of your lungs reaching all the way into your brain.
Are you trying to creep me out? This is supposed to be inspirational. There we go.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be the first to aspire to someone that nobody yet has aspired to.
Okay, but that actually seems to be genuinely inspirational. There we go, finally. Oh, another wet window.
Focus on your breath.
No, I'm gonna focus on these bonkers quotes.
An internet troll can be a power junkie, but a power junkie can also be an internet troll.
So, basically, if you're an internet troll, then you're a power
Human
junkie.
Consciousness is actually just a reaction to the eternity of the impossible.
What? Wait, what? Okay, that's like very, very friggin' deep. Why are we here?
Take in how your left hemisphere is breathing together with the cosmos.
Okay. That doesn't feel like the type of mindful stuff to be paired with horror music.
If you need to be considered a psychic, you have to look attractive.
What? What? Up another photo we just couldn't find.
You're a taxidermist.
Why do you get to decide what I am? Oh.
Is human progress introverted?
No?
Force yourself to breathe with your consciousness.
If we have to force ourselves to breathe, then that's kind of weird. Oh, that's a cool image. What?
Do you notice how your soul is observing nature?
I guess. Aren't all the souls observing nature or living with it?
Meditate on this very old saying, a famous person deserves love too.
I mean, that is something that nobody really considers in a sense.
Remember
Maybe,
that a great thinker said, it's an artificially intelligent being's madness.
That's a great thing to hear from artificial intelligence.
Centuries ago, in the old world, there was an ugly king who was walking around in a cave trying to acquire territorial dominance. That was when he came upon a young mother. Where can an ugly king like myself find territorial dominance? He asked the mother. The mother immediately replied, of territorial dominance I do not know, for I am but a mere mother. The king became confused by the mother's answer and did as she had said. The following winter the king had a stroke of insight. Life itself is suffering if only we believe in ourselves. And became very much wise, and was also wise long after his death.
How does that transfer to strokes of insight and wiseness after death?
Force your body to isolate your bowels.
What?
Exploiting reputation is not okay, unless you open your heart.
What? Who are you?
Remember how a great philosopher once said, cherished be the Father, for the Father mourneth the Son, and no person yet lusted after his own brain, and also squandered and denied it.
Okay, why is the man like groaning? What the hell? Finger.
It's nice to pretend to be affable.
Okay.
Chant this mantra to yourself. My soul is cool. My soul is cool. My soul is cool.
My soul is cool. Okay.
Don't become a slave to your heart.
Guess that's like emotional control in a sense.
Isolate your intestines.
What? It's like, it's weird. This thing can genuinely be inspiring, and then there's that.
Remember to tell yourself, my being has meaning.
Like, this is genuinely inspiring. This is cool. And then there's...
Try to think about the wise old proverb, human progress is lethal.
Yeah, that doesn't sound inspiring. It sounds propagandishly frightening.
Stay focused on your breath and consider this ancient Buddhist proverb.
Okay.
Behold the grandmother, for the grandmother loseth the father.
Okay. What the fuck is this picture?
Remember that you are hollow.
Why is that with a guy in a friggin' bunny rabbit costume?
Take a deep breath.
What is that it? Oh.
And out.
Well, okay, some of these are like just breathing exercises.
Say to yourself repeatedly, my soul is whole, my soul is whole.
My soul is whole and cool. Yeah, again, there's stuff like that. It's pretty inspirational and fun.
There was once a simple-minded shepherd who was born and raised in a small village. One day, a carpenter came by his home, and said, pardon me, can you tell me where I can find shelter from the storm?
Ooh.
The shepherd refused to answer. Why is that so? Asked the carpenter. You do not know the meaning of hostile, replied the shepherd. The carpenter accepted this, and became like a slave to the shepherd in all meanings of the world,
What?
And later the shepherd moved in with a gorgeous beggar was intelligent.
No, back up. Just because this guy doesn't know the meaning of the word hostile, you don't get shelter? That's fucking bullshit.
Do not forget that Letty with joy explained the original donkey.
What? Also became a slave too? All because he didn't know the definition of one fucking word?
Remember that a great thinker said, nobody can abuse beauty.
Beauty is one of the biggest things that can be abused in the world. Try again. I mean, that's alongside money.
Once upon a time in pre-colonial South America,
oh
lived a
god, what
dim-witted
moral
monk who was in
lesson are we
search of a
learning
monkey
now?
in the courtyard. It was then that he encountered a wealthy seamstress.
Was then, that's a good start.
Seamstress, where can a dim-witted monk like myself find a monkey? He asked the seamstress. The seamstress quickly replied,
there seem to be a lot of self-deprecating characters in this.
I do not know, for I am only a seamstress. The monk considered the seamstress's answer. Then he picked up a rock and struck her dead. 10 years later, as he was rubbing his head, the monk understood everything. Blessed is a friend who sells his wine, for he shall receive a wife. And became very much worshipped, and was also worshipped long after his death.
Okay, these stories are like once upon a time there was a... These stories are like fucking Mad Libs at this point.
College can also help you fake your own death.
Why? What? Also, those story ones are like story Mad Libs, in a sense.
Meditate on this insight. Loved be the Lord, for the Lord beateth the daughter's shepherd.
Okay, if the Lord is beating up a daughter's shepherd, I don't know how to feel about the Lord.
Can you stop revisiting social justice?
Well, if it's everywhere, then you can't really not revisit it at this point. Like, it's all over the news.
Tibet, a well-respected butcher once approached a harlot and asked
there it is
her,
again.
why is
There's
it
a
so
story.
you are so great, you who were but a harlot? Why?
It's like
That is
moral
because
madness.
I know that one day I will die, and in death we are all the same, replied the harlot. The butcher had never before heard such insight this well
Never be heard
articulated,
or...
and after
Yeah, see,
hearing
that's the same
he
sentence as
swore that
another
he'd
one of
never
those
speak
stories.
to a harlot again, and he didn't.
And he just ignored the harlot's advice. That's so inspirational.
Carry on relaxing.
How am I supposed to relax when you keep on giving me nonsense?
Pay attention to the way that your virility and your skin are two sides of the same coin.
What the hell is virility?
Carry on breathing.
Let me guess. Never mind, we're not doing a breathing exercise.
Keep focusing on your breath and meditate on how marriages are just some of the many trials of the primal parts of our brains.
I thought that was gonna... What? Is that would... You could just tie that back to love. If you wanted to.
Don't lose the youth of memories.
Okay, now that's actually a good one. Always keep your childhood, like, memories close. You'll want to reflect
Breathe
on
through your ass.
Again, there's, like, good stuff, and then there's breathe through your ass.
Contemplate this ancient Buddhist proverb. It's impossible to run against light.
Okay, what is that supposed to inspire me to do?
Meditate on this insight. The mind is obviously a convergence of the degeneracy of death and the pointlessness of the mind of God.
Okay, that sounds less like an insight and more a conspiracy theory.
Say to yourself repeatedly, my mind is not average. My mind is not average.
So, my soul is whole and cool, and then my mind isn't average. Got it. That's actually nice.
Feel how your spirit and planet Earth are interdependent.
Interdependent. Okay?
In ancient China, a beautiful shepherd once approached a young virgin and asked her, tell me, my dear virgin, how come you are so praised, you who were just a young virgin?
We literally just saw this
Why,
already.
that is because a virgin is not all that I am, replied the virgin. When
What?
hearing this, the shepherd became sure that the virgin had cast some kind of spell on him, and after considering its
Thought this was gonna be the
ramifications for a
same
long
story.
time, he died an old and happy shepherd.
Okay, what happened to him through the rest of life? He said after considering the ramifications, was he not happy?
Keep your eyes closed.
No, I'm not keeping my eyes closed. It's just gonna make the
If you're feeling special, don't forget to thank your parents.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. They did raise you. I mean, unless they weren't there for you, in which case, you know.
You should deal with self-destruction.
You know what, honestly, yeah, that should be, like, a problem that people get to, like, have to, like,
Resume
deal
straightening.
with, in a sense. Like, it turns out, like, they gotta deal with the problem now, in the sense of, like, don't, like, I can't explain. What the hell is
Keep
straightening?
your eyes closed and meditate on this ancient Chinese wisdom. People who erase freedom of information, erase heaven.
Huh. That's actually a deep philosophical quote.
Remember to say to yourself, my being is not real.
And then there's this weirdness.
Governments should not reinvent your intellect.
Okay, that is true. That is very true, honestly.
Whoever wishes for people wishes for blood money.
The hell is blood money? Why are those two things connected?
Tell everyone that you are secretly hated.
Well, then it wouldn't be a secret, would it? Also, why?
Repeat this mantra to yourself. My soul is strong. My soul is strong.
So my soul is strong, whole, and cool. Right, we got 3. Let's see if we can get to 5.
Remember to tell yourself, life is pointless.
That is literally the opposite of inspiring. That sound what?
Breathe deeply.
Breathe deeply while ruminating on that previous totally inspiring quote.
You have the potential of becoming a manipulative whore. Rid yourself of your wardrobe.
What? That sounds like the inspirational thing wants me to become a manipulative whore in that case. What the hell?
Remember to say to yourself, my existence is pointless.
And that's doubling down on the whole my life is pointless thing. And that is worse. That's so much worse.
Worms are as smart as inanimate objects.
Well, yeah, worms have a brain, inanimate objects don't. Why are 2 of you inspiring quotes just like suicidal thoughts? And then we actually have something inspiring here. Yay! Miscommunication is bad.
Lawyers never go on strike.
Are we tempted fate here? I mean,
Quit acting.
what? Oh, they're about to...
No enlightenment, no money.
No pain, no gain is essentially what this quote's saying.
An employee is an employee and a lover is a lover.
Wow! And the floor is the floor and the sky is the sky! Thank you for telling me this advice!
Forget the fact that the past is Latin and means graveyard.
What? And what is this? Someone's wanting to get inside! What is happening in this image? Why are some of the images like
Clowns worry about-
horrifying and not inspiring at all? And along with the quotes.
Notice each point that connects your bodily orifices to the self.
I mean, I guess that's like a calming technique? I don't know. Anymore.
You might as well understand leadership.
I feel like everybody should understand leadership if they want to get by in life.
Consider how a great philosopher once said, "Sudden ridicule grows suddenly."
I mean, then it wouldn't be sudden then, would it?
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
In.
In.
Yep.
And out.
And out. There we go. One more mantra or something and then we're done.
Whoever creates abuse creates an epiphany.
If you... What? What?
Repeat to yourself, "My soul is nothing. My soul is nothing."
And after all of that, well, that's great. After all of that, my soul is whole, cool. Like strong, but then just nothing. So we gotta avoid all of that. Perfect way to end this. Madness. Well, see you all next time. Maybe I'll have like character.ai roleplay with itself. Bye-bye.